Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Alright, so today's video is going to be a luxury makeup haul. You know, having luxury makeup hauls can be helpful if you are thinking, you know, some particular luxury makeup that you want to get. If you want to know my opinions, it might be helpful in terms of like reviews. And then on the flip side, I also thought as well, you know, I'm hearing a lot more and more that people are just not buying luxury handbags and luxury shoes and accessories, you know, that sort of thing, because budgets are getting more stretched now due to, you know, economic reasons. And I kind of feel like that's where, you know, luxury makeup can kind of scratch that itch a little bit, you know, if you're still wanting something that's super luxurious and that kind of thing, but it's not going to cost you like thousands of dollars. It's just going to cost you like $100, that sort of thing. I feel like that's kind of where I'm going with this, and I feel like at least I can add this sort of stuff into my channel as well. So this video is just dedicated to Chanel Beauty. It's not sponsored or anything. I bought everything with my own money. So I have a couple of boxes here. Before I get into today's unboxing, if you are new to my channel and you like, you know, luxury stuff, all that kind of jazz, and you aren't subscribed, I would love if you would hit that subscribe button below, and also the bell so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. I upload every weekend, and then I might have a midweek upload as well. Some of these are permanent line items, some of them are seasonal. As long as it's still available, I will link it all down below in the description bar. This one is the Chanel Paris fragrance. This is in the 125ml size, which is the full-size bottle. It smells beautiful. A lot of people say that Paris is their favorite Chanel perfume, and I definitely understand why, because it's got such a sort of light, soft scent, but still like strong, if you know what I mean. Like, it's not soft where you can hardly smell it. It's still got like a strength to it. So this is the Chanel Fantasy collection. I don't know if it was Cruise, I can't remember, but it's called like the Chanel Fantasy collection. I have 4 items that are actually from this Fantasy Chanel collection. I have 2 Bomb Essential sticks here. That's in Draghi and then Lalas. So I'll start off with the Draghi one. Draghi, I don't know. I'm trying to say like I would say it if I was French, but I'm definitely not French. I'm very Aussie and Filipino. If you didn't know that, I'm also Filipino, but I just sound like a full-on Aussie. Okay, so this is the Draghi one, which is kind of like a iridescent-y sort of peach. I'll give a quick swatch here so you can get a gist of it. So that's it there. This you could use easily as a highlighter. You can also use it as a lip balm. You can use it as a blush because it's got more of that like pinky sort of peach shade to it, so you can get away with it as a blush. You could actually use these on the eyes as well. They are super duper multi-use. That's why they are called the multi-use stick. This one is the shade Lalas, and it's got a purple tint to it. So this is more on that sort of cool sort of side. Now this one, I think is quite similar to the Halo sort of shade that I had before in the Rouge Coco Balm. That's it there. So this would work more so as a highlighter. And then the other one from this collection is the Multi-Effect Quadra Eyeshadow. So that's a little booklet there. And as you can see with the packaging on this, look at that. It is so cute. You got the purple, the yellow, and then you got like a brown, and then you've got like another kind of brownie shade. Still get this eyeshadow. I highly recommend it. Just because Chanel hardly ever does like pastel colors. They hardly do these kind of colorings. They usually do more like a neutral. So this is super unique in my opinion. I'll just take that off. And that's it there. Like, look at that. How could you not? How could you not love that? It's got a purple, like a peach shade, kind of like a maroon, and then like a yellow sort of pastel shade. And then the last one, which is also probably the most popular one, is a illuminating blush powder. It's kind of got the similar concept with the coloring around the sides, but it's more pinks because this is a kind of pinky shade blush highlighter, and it comes with a brush as well. You can use this as like a highlight brush. I wouldn't use this as a blush brush. It's too narrow for that, but it would be great for like contour or highlight. It's kind of got like an iridescence to it as well. It's got some silver metallic in there, and then it's predominantly like a peachy sort of pink. I do not want to swatch this, just like I didn't want to swatch the eyeshadow, just because it's just too pretty. I just can't bring myself to like swatch into it right now. I do have a lot of makeup, so sometimes it is literally just a collection thing because I just have too much makeup, you know. And if you're only just dipping into a little bit of Chanel makeup here and there, I also still think that that's great to own because it's a blush, but then it can also be used as a highlighter as well if you concentrate more in that like silvery tone area. So that was it for the Fantasy Chanel collection. The next one that actually came out, which is far more recent, so you may actually find that these are still available. This is the color Rouge Fraise. And this is definitely just a blush stick or a lip balm. I mean, you could use it on the eyes if you don't mind more of that red tone on your eyes. I plan to just use this as like a blush stick. It's got like an iridescence to it as well. That's the color Rouge Fraise. That was Lilas. And then that was Jaji. So you can see that this is an obvious kind of blush shade instead, but it's still got like a nice glow to it. I love these balm sticks. I love them. And they're so universal because you can use them as lip balms as well, and they are very nourishing. They're not like the kind of thing that you use that feels drying on your lips or anything like that. It actually feels just as good as like the Chanel lip balms, the Rouge Coco Balm. If anything, it feels much more glossy than the Rouge Coco Balm. These are such an underrated product from Chanel, these multi-use sticks. I would say out of everything I'm saying, these probably have the best value to them in my opinion, especially if you already have an extensive makeup collection, because they're just so universal. $71 Australian each, and then in the US I think they're like 48 USD or something, but you're getting like I said already, you're getting the lip balm, blush, highlighter, ice, gloss stick. Like there's just so many uses for these. Okay, these are the jumbo palettes from this collection. You've got 957 10 Dressy and then 958 Charactery or something. Charactery. Did my dog just do a fluff? I swear I just heard a fluff. He just jumped up. If you can see him just down there. Actually eyeshadow and blush palettes in one, so these are super cool. The price on these was $150 each, so they are not cheap, but when you see the size of them and the fact that you can use them on your eyes and then also your cheeks as well, it kind of means that they are not so bad in terms of value, because a standard kind of blush from Chanel, I think it's like about 70-ish or something like that. You know, there's little small blush, like the individual blushes. I think they're around about 70 or 80. I can't remember exactly because I never buy them. I find that they are not good value in my opinion. But when they do like a multi-palette where it's multi-use, then I'm all for it. So these are like rougey kind of pinky shades sort of thing. Yeah, rougey sort of pink shades. So this you can actually use on your eyes and then as well as your cheeks. Let me do a swatch of some of them. We'll do, what's going to show up best? We'll do these two actually. We'll do these ones. They're slightly on the drier side, I could tell when I was swatching them, but they're not too bad or anything like that. I think they're slightly on the dry side just because they are a multi-use eyeshadow and blush, and if they were way too smooth, you'd get that patchiness like on your eyeshadow. You need it slightly on the dry side just for the blending of your eyeshadow. Based on like the swatch, they weren't patchy or anything, so that's actually a really good thing. Okay, so this one is the 958. There's no like, actually, you know what I noticed with these, they actually don't come with the velvet pouches. So yeah, there's no velvet pouches with these. They just come as is, and there is no brush or anything like that. I feel like these are pretty similar, actually. Let me get the other one. They are pretty similar. I've just realized how similar they kind of are. It's kind of like this is more for like medium dark tones, and then this is more for like fair skin tones, like the one just on this side, like where my dog's head is, that kind of one. So I would say unless you're like a massive Chanel beauty collector, you don't really need both because they are pretty darn similar in their color family. I would suggest just go with the one that's more appropriate for your skin tone. I'm wondering if I should crack into this or not, or if it would be something that I may never actually use and I might just rehome it. I don't know. Maybe I won't crack into it. It's kind of got a bit of a scratch on it though. I don't know. I like it. I do really like it, but they are so similar. They are so like pretty similar. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't swatch this other one just in case. I'll just leave it be and just see, because there is literally this shade down here that I feel is like almost identical. Like you see here, those two next to each other, right in the smack in the middle there on that middle top, those two look like they are literally the exact same shade. The last box I have here was only purchased this month. There is a new collection, the Le Beiges. It's another Le Beiges collection, and they've added in some mini products of like the illuminating oil, and they've got the mini bronzer creams. They've also got the mini Water Fresh Le Beiges tint. Get the little travel size of the bronzer because I love this bronzer. I have the full size one in the original one, and then I have the full size one in the medium, which is the same shade as this. And now I have the mini size because, yeah, I use it a lot. So it's the travel size version. This will be good for when I'm going back to Sydney to visit family. I can just pack this one instead because I have actually been packing the huge ginormous one. This is in the medium tan bronze. It's more darker, the medium tan bronze, in the original shade, but it blends beautifully. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's like a cream, but then it kind of sets to a powder, so it's great as well. You can even use it layered over powder and there's no issue with it. I feel like this travel size one is a pretty good one to get unless you're using makeup every day, just because the big size one just lasts so long. I still have the original, like the original one where it wasn't in any multi shades, it was just in one literal shade, and yeah, I probably had that for at least 5 years, and I do clean it as well, and I still have probably like a quarter left of it. This is the same collection. They did launch a heap of nail polishes. I think they said it was like about 20 shades or something like that. This is in the shade 125 for Muse. It's like a bluey kind of gray shade. It'll probably go well with like my blue broom bag, because the blue broom bag is slightly like it's not like a proper like baby blue. It's more like a slightly gray tone blue in my opinion. Chanel nail polishes are seasonal as well, so if there is colors that you like, you kind of have to jump on it then and there. They've only got a few colors that are actually permanent, but yeah, when they sell out, they sell out. All right, so this one is the Le Beige's Water Fresh Blush. This has been out for a while actually, but Australia actually only just got it now, because I don't know why, but yeah, we only just got it now. This is in the shade Light Peach. How this one looks is just so cool, how it looks like these tiny little like beads inside, but then when you squirt it out, it comes kind of like beads. Hang on, you know what? I'm going to show you how it looks, just because it looks so awesome when it comes out of the bottle. I'll give it a good shake. So pump it a couple times to get it through. There we go. There it is. See how it's still in like these little like kind of bead format, but then when you blend it out, it's just like this beautiful watery like color of blush. This is great for like no makeup when you just literally wearing like tinted moisturizer, that sort of thing, and it dries down to like a powder. You can kind of see it there. So it's a weird sort of product to work with. One little pump is plenty to do both cheeks. As you can see, like if I blended that out, that'd be a bit way too much. Don't want to layer it because I've got powder on already, and the powder and water tend to not really exactly mix. That is the kind of product that you will want to just use with like tinted moisturizer or like CC cream, and then once it's dried, you can then set it with powder. The last one I got is something that's actually been out for a little while now. It's the Chanel No. 1 Red Camellia Lip and Cheek Balm. So this is not new or anything like that. It's been out as long as the No. 1 Camellia range has been around, I think. Another multi-use sort of product. So it's actually a lip balm, but then you can also use it on your cheeks as well. That's how it looks here. And I'm not going to crack into this just yet, because once you start putting your fingers into cream products, that's when you can start to develop, you know, it can get a bit dirty, right? So it's actually better to use brushes. Of course, yeah, you can use your fingers, but you have to be even more sanitary. And like I said, I've just been swatching and touching everything. That is it. That is all for today's beauty makeup haul. Hopefully you guys liked it. I'm going to have all the products linked down below. And yeah, that's it. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.